Hey everybody, Kismet back with an unboxing and testing video this time. We're going to check out the Kujo Yardwear shoes. So let's get right into it. Now the first thing is, why did I buy some new shoes specifically for the yard? Well, right here you can see that I have some Nike Airs. I actually bought these about 10 years ago and they're in great shape. I typically only use those for running indoors, an occasional walk or two. Now my other pair of Nike Airs have gotten a lot more use, including mowing my lawn. And you can see that they've taken a bit of wear over the last 10 years. Gotta give it to Nike. They do last a long time, but they're starting to hurt my feet, especially with all these holes in there. Because, you know, lawn work does wear out your shoes. Let's go ahead and clear out all this grass debris. Make sure to give me a thumbs up down below as well if you enjoy these unboxings. It really does help out the smaller YouTuber. Let's go ahead and open this up. And here they are, the Kujo Yardwear shoes. Let's go ahead and take a look at the box here. I bought a little bit larger than my normal shoe. I typically use a 10.5 men's, but I did see in the comments that they said to buy one size larger, and I'm glad that I did because they fit perfectly. Now these are the black and green ones, which happen to match my mower. Now, as you can see right here, they are water resistant, they're breathable, they're lightweight, they got anti-microbial resistance, they're easy to clean, they got an anti-slip grip on them, they're flexible, and they've got anti-fatigue comfort, which is the biggest problem I've been having with my shoes, is they're all worn out. I've been having foot cramps after I mow my lawn, and that's not good. And they're also UV treated. Let's go ahead and open up the box and see what's inside. Here they are. Now we've got a sticker here. I appreciate them giving me a sticker. Let's take a look at the shoes. Now it does have all that stuff on the label that we just talked about. And we go ahead and get the other one out. And it's labeled as the ultimate all-purpose shoe. You can use for landscaping, weed whacking, gardening, lawn mowing, shoveling, edging, pulling weeds, or just chilling. Which I'm going to use it most likely for all of those things at some point. Especially the chilling. Now, I don't know about you guys, but whenever I pull these things out of shoes, I have to squeeze them for some reason. Anybody else have that problem? Put a comment down below if you do. Let's go ahead and take them out of the other shoe here. Now let's take a closer look at the shoe itself. Now when we look at the side of it here, man, nice breathable fabric. Feels really good. The bottom of it is super strong. Kind of like a combination of a boot and a tennis shoe. Really sturdy. Inside, I was a little worried about the padding inside, but feels good right in there. Feels nice and soft on your feet. I like the front side is very breathable, but yet not going to get tons of water in there. Very tough when you're doing your weeding, so you're not cutting up your shoe. As well as after doing some yard work, you want to clean off your shoe and you can hang it from the back here to let it dry outside. Let's go ahead and cut off the tag here. Let's go ahead and untie it. See if I can get my feet in there. Oh, fits nice and snug, but not too snug on the toes. Toes got plenty of room. And I'm a double tire. Let me know in the comments how you like to tie your shoes. Let's get the other one. Test out the sturdiness. Seems to be really sturdy. And some other equipment I'm going to need is an old hat, some gloves, and I use a sweatband to keep the sweat out of my eyes. I also use a Greenworks Pro mower. I just bought 2 new batteries for it directly from Greenworks. Let's go ahead and check that battery amount. Full and ready to rock. And I have some obstructions in my lawn. I have this swing and this trampoline that I have to move around all the time. And you can see they haven't got much use lately, and I'll get to cleaning those up later. Now my lawn's a little bit long here. Usually I try to mow it every week during the summertime, and then it goes dormant during the winter. Now some other equipment I'm going to be using, water of course to stay hydrated, some sunglasses, and a hammer to pull out the stakes that hold down the trampoline. Now again, I have a Greenworks Pro 60 volt lithium mower. Now I've transitioned all of my lawn tools and power tools to battery operated. Less hassling with gas and oil and all of that. It works perfectly for me. Now I have an adapter on the side of my mower here so the grass comes out on the side as I'm going along. Now we usually use the lawn most typically in spring and in fall because during the summertime it's just way too hot. So I let the clovers grow and all of that stuff grow in there. I don't worry about it too much. As long as it's green and it's soft on your feet when you're running around out there, that's what it's all about. So let's go ahead and take off this adapter. I'm going to go ahead and walk this back to my shed. Man, these shoes are super comfy. Got to give it to them. Let's go ahead and put on the bag collector because I'm getting ready for the 4th of July. I'm going to go ahead and use the 5.0 amp battery pack first. Just slides right in there with a click and you're off and running. I'm geared up, I've got a hammer, and I'm ready to go. Let's go ahead and remove these stakes that hold down the trampoline because it has actually flown away before in the wind. Not a good idea. You definitely want to keep these stakes down. I'm going to go ahead and slide it out. It's a lot heavier than it looks. Let's go ahead and start up the mower. And I'm just going to cut this part right here in front of the camera. I know some of you are going to get triggered in the chat. I typically start on one side. I don't start on the middle of the lawn. But just for the sake of trying out these shoes, I'm just going to go ahead and do a little square here. Let me know in the comments down below, do you cut your lawn long ways or from top to bottom? Or do you cut it in a diminishing circle or rectangle? I'd be interested to know. Also, if you got some lawn or mowing tips, throw them down there as well. I always love to learn new stuff. And yes, I'm wearing my Hawaiian shorts because it makes me think of Hawaii while I'm doing the lawn. Now, the lawn is my relaxation time. I know that may seem weird to some people. And I was diagnosed with some sleep apnea and a constant vertigo or middle channel ear imbalance where I'm always dizzy all the time. And so I was trapped in the bed for over a year while I went to 12 different doctors and they basically told me to lay down and die. And I told them to go screw themselves because that's not the way that Kismet goes out. So what I started to do was to work on my health. And one of the things is I used to have a riding lawnmower, or I would pay people to do my lawn for me. And frankly, it didn't do me any favors. I gained over 70 pounds over the span of 10-15 years. A little bit each year, and it sneaks up on you. So one of the things that I always liked to do was to do the lawn. So I started using the lawn as a way of helping my health. I started eating better, I started drinking more water, and together with drinking more water instead of soda, eating better, going to the gym, as well as working on my lawn, I did lose 50 pounds. And I use my lawn mowing as the gauge of how my health is doing. How many back and forths on the lawn can I do before I become too dizzy or too tired to continue to go? Now, it used to be only 3 or 4 rows, and then I'd have to sit down because I'd become too dizzy or fatigued. But now I can do 5, 6, 7 rows, sometimes the whole entire backyard, which I consider to be a triumph. And now at age 51, I'm feeling better than I've felt in the last 20 years. I feel lawn mowing is just like taking a walk in your backyard. And the bag is full. Watch out for that rose bush. So let's go ahead and take the bag off of here. I use the old cover the bag over the top of it. And then I actually had to teach my kids that there's a handle on the back for a reason. It's there so you can get the grass out. There's 2 ways of doing this. There's the way of doing it on the ground. Sometimes you'll spill some of the grass. I typically like the wheelbarrow technique, which I'll show you here in just a moment. Let's go ahead and cut around my little volleyball net here that my kids use. Now this is the wheelbarrow technique, where I put it in the wheelbarrow and then I put it in the bag so anything that comes out of there will go into the wheelbarrow, and then I just walk it out to the front, where people actually come by and pick up the lawn clippings and use them for mulch. So let's go ahead and finish off this part of the lawn over here. Now particularly tough spots are these where these little wires come down and hold up the volleyball area. What I do is I go ahead and just cut right by it as close as I can, reduces the amount of weed eating I need to do. And these shoes sure make it nice and comfy. Normally about this point my feet is killing me because of those old shoes. But man, it's nice. So I'll give that pole a bump so I don't have to weed eat around it, and then I'll just pull it back. And then I'll use the old lift technique around here. Perfect. No weed eating needed. Feel free to play the song Dreamweaver right here for all of you lawn cutting enthusiasts like me who just love a good grass mowing, making your lawn look beautiful and sharp. All right, one more row to finish this up, and we are good. Went ahead and finished the lawn and went ahead and put the spikes back in. And then we were ready to set up a giant slip and slide for my kids, but that's another video. As you can see, I got a little bit of debris on my shoes. They're pretty easy to clean off, whether you're doing mowing, weed eating, or power washing. And my verdict is, I no longer need these old shoes. Into the trash they go. And that's a thumbs up for me, everybody. They're gonna last me a long time and keep my feet nice and safe from when I'm mowing, weed eating, or pressure washing. Now I suggest you grab up a pair, whether you're a pro or a backyard amateur just like me. Now remember, everything you see in this video will be linked in the description down below. Now while you're down there, hit that like button as well. And that's it for this unboxing. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you in the next one. Hey everybody, Kismet here. Thank you so much for watching this video. Make sure to hit that subscribe button right in the center of the screen. Also check me out live on twitch.tv/Kismet. I'll see you all next time.